Hi Tyler, this will be some final video feedback for you on the web banner, and we've got 2 weeks to go, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Tyler, this is what you uploaded to the discussion board. Sometimes it's helpful to have our work reflected back at us. I think the majority of my recommendations would be typography. And then, focus on the language too. Think about things like capitalization. Do you initial cap every sentence, or do you capitalize certain words to reinforce them? I think that's what you've done. And then also, think about letting the space between lines is really important to keep consistent. Word spacing too. I like the way you've hung the ampersand and then for A, but it's a little bit awkward perhaps. And think about maybe making a single line out of this last bit, which follows here. So join us in a beautiful St. Thomas location. I really like the gradation. I like the asymmetry of it too. But it seems, balanced. I think you could perhaps capitalize on the silhouette that you made of the appetizing drinks. I'll open up your Photoshop file next. Also, think about focus. What do you want them to see first, second, and third? Even though this is animated, there's quite a bit of emphasis here, or maybe particularly because it is animated, on the right-hand side. So maybe spreading the animation out across the bottom might be good. It just seems a little bit weighted in terms of visual activity on the right. Asymmetry is good, but you have to balance movement against other things. Perhaps moving the silhouette of the drinks to the left might balance out the attraction of the animation. Tyler, here's your Photoshop file, really nicely organized. I have everything. I'm not getting warnings for missing typefaces or images. I can turn things on or off, at will. And okay, so before I forget, I also wanted to commend you for the way you have documented your process. And you've got, you have the animated banner screenshot PDF in your file. So I wanted to say right off the bat, good job in documenting your process. Keep it up. And okay, so tweening. Tweening is simple. You can smooth out movement in an animation by adding frames of real short duration. And then here are some of the parameters you can change or not. I'm going to keep your animation effects, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to select. So I just inserted, a bunch of frames. Now they're all 1 second, which is going to create a really jerky animation. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select them all and make them of real short duration. And you can do that by clicking on them. And I'm going to make it 1/10 of a second, or perhaps no delay. Let's see what that does. Okay, so let me back it up and play it. Now this gets smoother when it's saved as a GIF, right? But you haven't added to duration, but you've made the effects smoother by doing that. And then one last thing is, take a look at what other web banners have for contact information. It may not be necessary to have the URL. It's generally understood that by clicking on the web banner, you'll be taken to a website. All right, good job. Nice collection of ingredients. Think about refining your typography. That's the big suggestion I have.